about anything. I just happen to like Pokemon. And that's why at the beginning I mentioned it doesn't have to be Pokemon. It can be about anything. But I know when you go around cons, that's the biggest thing. And I've heard people go, everybody keeps calling me Pokemon, and I'm Digimon. I'm like, I would just know, it's like any Pokemon I know. So, I was wondering if there's anybody that has a Gijinka on. We've had one person stand up. If anybody else wanted to show us. Okay, what do you want to tell us about yours?
Yeah, this is actually my second one that I finished. Applejack.
Cool.
Which really the only part I actually made is the skirt.
And that's okay.
But I found that this was Forever 21. Cammy was what the I actually already had the hat and the boots from Fem America. Yeah, that's Yana Yan, which she has a booth up there.
Yeah.
She made those.
Well, very cool.
I have two cosplays in the back I'd like to stand up. Jigglypuff and Wartortle. I think Jigglypuff and Wartortle on the other side.
Someone.
Okay. Those are cool. Those
You
are
want to show off for us? You can be our models.
Let's see if everybody Jigglypuffs.
So tell us about your cosplay.
Basically, it's just materials that I bought at cheap clothing stores. And this was just a hat that I put the ears on. It was really simple.
And my Dragonair is a dress that my mom helped me custom sew up off of a drawing I did. And we just covered a hairband, and I used craft foam with Sharpie on here and a little paper mache cone for doing the wig.
And then with your craft foam, did you cover it with, did you just paint it, or how did you do?
Not really. I've just been trying to keep it out of the weather and stuff right now, but I'm going to try that now. Learning.
It goes on really, I used to like the foam brush and just dip it in. If you have a whole bunch, it'll run, but it works really easy.
No.
You just let it dry, put on about 2 or 3 layers, and you get that. I love the dress. It's awesome.
Thank you.
And the colors are beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else want to show us? Yay!
I'm going to just stand up real quick so everybody might.
That's a hoodie version. I know you can commission hoodies. There's a lot of people on Indian Art who will do those. And so hoodies are pretty easy to do, or you can do your own hoodie. And that makes it kind of wearable art.
Yeah.
I know there's one on DeviantArt that's like Magikarp. This guy's funny, and he goes and he has a sign that says, you know, when I evolve, I will kill you all and stuff. It's hilarious.
I think I've seen that on a shirt now.
Yeah. So those are pretty cool.
I'm Raichu, obviously, but basically what I did was I went thrift shopping for everything and then modified it. I actually found the yellow at Joann's just in the discarded stuff. I'm like, oh, this is about Photograd. It took me maybe $15 to do the whole cosplay.
Awesome.
And this is one of very many of my cosplays.
I forgot to mention, I made mine out of sheets.
Cool. See, it doesn't have to be expensive materials. It doesn't have to be, a lot of times you can just look around and go, that looks like, and before you know it, you've got this Gijinka. It's awesome.
I actually can't sew. It's funny because my friend Sailor Moon that's been walking around upstairs, she is an amazing seamstress, and I am an adept at all of it. So I went over to her house like every day, and she was like, you sew here, and you sew here, and you sew, no, here. And the entire time, like, she helped me make it, but other than that, I was no good at the lost at her. So I always recommend finding someone who can sew and getting their expertise because it helps.
Yes, definitely.
Quickly comment on that. Don't find a friend who can help you sew and then just absolutely don't help them. Because that's happened to me, and I didn't
It's hoodie
Okay, so-
material, which, this is probably the most expensive part of it, but it's hoodie material, and then I hand sketched a pattern on it, and my mom helped me sew it, because I was like, oh crud, I have a week to get this done, and I'm busy as crud. But it got stuffed, and I can use it as a pillow afterwards, because it's giant and fluffy. Then this was the fun part, because I was like, okay, I know what I want to do, but how do I do it?
Yeah, that's always the biggest problem. You always
Thank you.
how.
Yes, that's what newspaper is good for. You draw it on newspaper and you see how it goes, and if it doesn't,
But then,
next.
the only thing other than that I bought for this was the hoodie and the gloves, because I own the pants and the boots and the shirt.
Very cool. Awesome.
I already gave it.
All right, who else? Anybody else want to stand up for us?
Yeah.
There you go, ma'am.
Yay!
Oh, love your shoes.
This is my first cosplay outfit. I had to order the hoodie off of eBay and I modified it with a black hoodie. And I had to have my ex's mom help me because I don't know anyone else with a sewing machine. So, but I made the Pokeballs by myself. They took 8 hours. But I made them with clear Christmas ornaments at Hobby Lobby. And I spray painted the inside with them, and I used craft foam on the outside for the lining. And then I didn't want to paint the cheeks on my face, so I just sewed them onto a bandana. And I can just lift it up like that.
Awesome.
Helps with the cold weather too. And then the shoes were the most expensive. I custom ordered them from Nike ID. They say Pikachu on them.
Oh,
Nice.
I like this. And that made me think of something else when you said cold weather, is definitely think about the season you're going to be wearing your costume.
Yeah, like last was, for instance, it's good for the season. Unlike Stadium over there. It's kind of
Yeah, when we had, this was Motaku, this picture that's on here, and he was sweating himself crazy in Blastoise with a fully lined jacket, and,
It sucks.
you know, or if you're, you know, if it's gonna be February, if it's February, you know, like this time of year, and you're wearing the little candy bikini, yeah, that's good for Nyan Cat. But the summer, perfect. So think about when you're gonna be wearing it, because you're really gonna be sweating if you're wearing something hot in the summer. You're gonna be dying of cold if you're wearing something really skimpy in the winter. So thinking about, you know, when am I gonna wear this, and how, you know, how much access am I gonna have to outside? What's gonna be, like, I'm cold all the time, so I always wear something kind of heavy most of the time.
With my Pikachu, I actually have 2 socks. I had those tights that I was wearing today, but you know, if like I'm going to be wearing it at like AFW in, in July, I got knee socks that are yellow.
Cool. So yeah, think weather-wise. Double your socks, do whatever you need to do, you know. Match it to the season so you will be comfortable, because whatever you're going to wear, and that's the thing I think about Gijinkas that's really important, is thinking comfort, unless you're just going for something that's really unique, because if you want to be able to wear it all around the con, you want it to be comfortable. You don't want to be constantly sweating and this and that, and you know, sometimes that funny head, like I probably should have sewn these to my wig instead of putting them on clips. I found out the hard way coming over here, I lost one, and you know, you're thinking ahead about things like that, what's going to be easy.
Yeah, something you always want to consider is like if you have like a tail or something, you want to consider like how it's going to be put to your pants. Because something I kind of accidentally forgot to do was I made a Pichu with because I'm actually one of the group, and like my friends and I made her Pichu tail, and then we tried just pinning it on. And last night she lost it in the wind coming over, and we can't find it. So you want to make sure it's something sturdy that won't like be lost.
Or if somebody steps on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm having trouble with that because people keep stepping on my red tail.
Yeah, I keep having trouble with that with this dress. I went to go off the elevator and my dress didn't want to go because Sky was skiing on it. So, I remember, dress up. Tails up. And wings, like if you make wings, make sure you're thinking, you know, I got to go down a hallway that's going to be crowded, because you will. And yeah, people will bash into your wings, and like I've heard a lot of people say, well, somebody broke my wings, they were fragile. So think ahead, better to have, like maybe make your wings look kind of folded or something, if they're not going to be incredibly sturdy, than to have beautiful, wonderful wings that make it about an hour and somebody lobs you in their bed.
So if those wings get broken,
questions? Anybody else want to show us a costume or tell us anything else? Or no? Yes?
You were just talking about wings, so my question is, how would you make some really nice, sturdy wings?
This one here, you can kind of see on Charizard. I opted to go with fabric, and what I did was we drew out the wings. Had my artist, my daughter over there, the other shaman, drew out the wings for me, and then I cut out the outside. I drew. You can see kind of the. I keep wanting to point it here, but you can't see here. I drew the orange part like a separate piece, and I doubled it over so that I had my wings, and then it goes kind of like this shape. So I put wire down, and then I basically wrapped, like here's the wire, and here's what I sewed around it, so that the wire frame is on that, and then I stitched it to a corset, or you can stitch it to, I've seen people make like a piece of, something stiff, cardboard, or, something layered craft foam, or any kind of thing that's going to, even fabric that's going to be sturdy, and put it on a harness. And that kind of worked. And then what I did to hold the wings in place is I used like the clear bra strap things, and I attached them to the wings, and then I brought them over and attached them to the front, and then I safety pinned them underneath to the shirt, and that keeps them up. And they're really sturdy. People have bumped into a bunch. They've held up really well through quite a few cons. So cloth wings work kind of nicely for that. I've seen, again, craft foam wings. But whatever you do, you have to think about kind of putting them onto something sturdy. Or we've got a little pair of wings here. I like these little wings. My dresser. You want to stand up and show them your wings? Sky Shaman. There's like that sturdy, stiff felt. And we cut out 2 layers of that. And then we put wire down the middle. And then I sewed it to her dress. And so these hold out on their own. They keep really nicely. You could do the same thing with another piece, like maybe a doubled up piece of felt in the middle that it's sewed onto, or even just stitching them together and putting even elastic or clear plastic as a harness and just putting them on like they do those little girl fairy wings. There's a lot of tutorials online about how to do clothes hangers, and then put like whatever color of nylon stockings you want. And it's either We Love Colors or ilovecolors.com has like 54 different colors of nylon stocking. So whatever color you need, you can find it there, and you stretch that over, and it shows you how to do those and put them on a harness. Just look for Make Wings tutorial or Fairy Wings tutorial, and you'll find a whole bunch of different things that explain how to do those. So there's a lot of different ways to do wings, but really what you want to think about is practical and functional.
I find that coat hanger wings are hard to work with.
Yeah, that's why I haven't
I've
made
tried
any.
to make them, and
They look like a nuisance to me. What I thought might work better than the coat hangers is, like, I live in a really tiny town where there's not very many places to shop, so I go to Walmart for just about everything. And they have this wire, and I don't know what gauge it is, but it's probably like yay big around. And it's pretty sturdy, and that's what I used in Charizard's wings. And I was betting you could probably bend that, fold that, and it's a whole lot more pliable than a clothes hanger, so that you can twist it with your wire cutters or things, or your needle nose. You can twist it the way you need it. It'll hold its shape, but like clothes hangers are really stiff, so that might really work. And it's maybe somewhere $5-6 for a huge spool. Something in my house eats them, so I'm like supporting Walmart by buying spool after spool. But anyway, but yeah, you can find it in the hardware department.
I've seen some people here that if they were like a flying type Pokemon that didn't have any arms, they only have wings, they would wear something like a kimono and make the sleeves wings.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yours aren't wings, but yeah, you could do something like this one. And this was a children's kung fu pattern, and it had like some of them had the bigger things. Or there's that. If you wanted to make a kimono, the best thing I found out there for making one from scratch is the Waloli tutorial, and it shows how to make just a basic boxy, and it shows you can make short, you can make them like down to the floor. It's what I used to make the little bay leaf here, her pattern. I also made dresses for my daughter. I had a friend that was doing Chrono Trigger, I guess, and he needed a vest, and I was like, I bet you could use the base of that, so you can use it for that. It's basically a crossways piece here, so these 2 pieces are the same, and then a back, and the thing like this on the front. It basically makes something like this, and it shows you step by step. It's really detailed, and it's on DeviantArt, but it's W-A, WA, and then L-O-L-I, Loli tutorial, and that's a really good base. And if you want wanted long flowing for, yeah, it would be a really good place to go for that. So, anything else?
I think that wire you're talking about is clothesline wire, I think is.
I don't know. I just know it comes in big spools, and I think it was like 14 gauge or something. Maybe sticks in my head. But yeah, you can find it at Walmart, so it's easy to find and not incredibly expensive, which I think is really important. Is sometimes I'll go all out and I'll put quite a bit into a costume, and sometimes I'm like my chikorita that I wear around a lot. I think I put $15 total into that.
Funny. With the costume, they show you have to be a gijinka, like a Pokemon
Of like showing up. Yeah, we're doing Gijinkas today.
Okay.
So like I've had this problem with my I don't realize how far back I go. How do you deal with like figuring out how much space you need to allow yourself compared to what you normally do?
Practice. You just put it on and go around the house in it. Experience what that feels like. And then once you feel comfortable doing that, then like I know with this, I always